Howdy folks, welcome back to Street Rust. Today we are going to finally do it. Well, we're going to attempt to finally do it to get this big rig started. 1970 F250. You can watch the other videos where we got it home this past winter. Haven't touched the engine. Great discipline, great discipline. The last video we cleaned it out. You can see that we've got all the junk out at least. What else do we know about this? We found the lug nuts in the last video to get the wheels put on. I did hit those with some PB Blaster, been soaking the others. We got a little residual left. Got a winch, we need to see if it works. We got winch cables, doing pretty good there. So first things first, what engine do we have? So take a little journey with me here. Now if you hear something cracking, that would be my knees. Courtesy of 14 years United States Army. So what do we got here? Let me get some light going here for us. Okay, so Ford small block. We know that this engine, this truck started out as a 390. We know that's not a 390. We're suspecting 302, and we know it's a 302. You can see, and I want to get behind the camera here and get you some good light so you can see. Now sometimes you got to take the starter off, but if you can see up in there, oh, I'm hoping we're getting that so you can see it. But nonetheless, it's a D1 OE D 1970 11. O is the type of vehicle. It's kind of a generic thing, and E is for engine, and the rest are just foundation stamps, the 6015-AA. So anyway, we have a 302, not a 351, although 302 is still part of the Windsor family. So, okay, so we know we got a 302, and while we're under here, we know we have probably, let me find it here. Apologize, folks. All right, the transmission. Oh, it must have been on the other side. Transmission. Oh, there we go. You can see right here. This is our Borg Warner. This is a 4-speed, I believe. It is what it is. It's a very durable. Looks like we got a rear seal leaking here. We know we've got a rear seal leaking back on the rear end, or rather a whatever you call it, the seal there where the shaft goes in. Forgot what you call it. Anyway, let me grab my light. Oh, also, hey, while we're under here, you can see the floors. They've done some work in here. There's some opportunities. There's some opportunities under here, but overall, excellent shape. All right, let me turn my light off so we don't run the battery down any further. Okay, so here's what we know. We know that we have a Ford 302. What's the firing order? We're gonna get rid of this because it's absolutely worthless. Okay. On the intake of a small block Ford, let me crawl up here. Once again, I'm hoping we can see this. Right back here on the intake, maybe you can't see it, but it's there. A lot easier than finding the codes on that big block Chevy we did in the 84 Chevy truck. Anyway, here we go. Firing order 15426378. Everything looks to be wired correctly, and the engine code is the D1 OE 302. So here's what we need. Just a little review. We need fuel and air, we need compression, and we need spark. So that's what we're going to get started on. I'm going to go ahead and set us up on the tripod here, and we're going to get a battery hooked up. Here's what I know. I tried not to touch anything in here because I promised I wouldn't fiddle with this engine. I hadn't even tried to turn this thing over with a wrench or anything, and it's taken a great amount of discipline to do that. This thing could be shot for all I know. We could be, you know, peeing in the wind, but don't know. We're gonna have to get to it. So we have, here's what I do know. Here's our ground. We got one of them fancy, the fancy well, oh, here it is right here. This sure, so here's your battery cable right here, okay, which we know it's going to go over to the other side. We know that for sure. I'm sure somebody just had it sitting in here. And this is the power steering bracket, which we're not worried about right now, all jimmied up in here. Let's set that over here. Let's set that over here. Okay, so here is our ground. Oh, it's a double ground. Oh, it's just 2 ground cables. All right, we're gonna reduce that down to 1. Yeah, we're gonna reduce that down to 1 for now. I'm guessing that they may have had a double battery in here. Something to do with this little gem right here, which we don't know if it works. And also, just in case y'all were wondering, once again, a lot of assumption on my part. I don't even know what this is. I don't know if that's a trailer brake thing or whatever, but anyway, this looks to be to operate, I'm thinking the winch, right? On and off. And does it go backwards? Nope, just on and off. So I don't know. We're gonna figure all that out. The goal for this truck is to get it running so we can haul stuff, so I can pull my car trailer. I got this older Durango, it's a 2001, runs really great, 4.7 Magnum. It's got enough power, it's just not built for that. And you know, I'm gonna tear up the rear end and the transmission. I don't want to do that because it's a very nice vehicle. Anyway, so without further ado, let me get us set up. We're gonna just tear into this thing. Okay, folks, lied to you a little bit. We'll call it a fib. I told you I was going to set us up on the camera up top and get us running, but it's a whole lot easier to get to this from underneath. I've got the tools. So, oh, bonus round. Can y'all see that? We got us a ratchet. We're going to have to get that out of there. Can y'all see that? Let me see if y'all can see that. Can you see that right here? There's a ratchet and a socket hanging down there. That's bonus round right there. This is the truck that just keeps on giving. You know, kind of like Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving. All right, so we've got, what do we got? 15/16. I'm just gonna use just an extension here. This is already getting in the way, but I'm not ready to take this out yet. So let's see if it could be this easy. You know what? It can't be that easy because I got to get a shorter extension so we can get in there. So let me see if I got one over here. All right. We'll see if this one works. If it doesn't, I'll have to do something else here. But let's see what we got. Always something. Oh yeah, beauty. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, look at there. Okay, I'm looking at the word India that you can't see on the belt, but I'm gonna take it to see if it'll go 360. You guys can kind of watch it too. There's a big white mark on the... Oh, you know what? This thing's in gear. Let me get it out of gear. All right, I got it out of gear, got the emergency brake on, and put a block of wood under this tire for now. We'll get our chalk blocks out here in a minute. Oh yeah, guys, Come on, let's see if we got, I'm trying to feel if we're hanging up anywhere, and I'm not feeling anything bad. Pix A40 4L 420 belt, and you know what a blessing. What a blessing. You don't know how many nights I thought about this, and I promise you, first time I tried to manually crank over this engine. Fair is fair when I live up to my word. All right, it is, where's the word India? Right there. Okay, we're good. All right, folks, let me get us up top. We'll get set up. We'll get a battery in this thing and see what we got. Hope it's not as easy as this, because then I'm not going to have much video. We'll see you shortly. All right, gang, we're back up top. You know what? The battery, the ground cable, I was 100% wrong. Looky here. That looks like probably a 24-volt hookup for a tractor or something like that. Oh, well, I tell you what, we got some heavy-duty ground cables when we need them. But just an indication that I have not looked into this engine. We've got our positive, which is super loose, I might add. Okay, down here where it hooks into the solenoid. But looky here. This is what was a little deceiving. This is grounded to the block and it's red. So you know what? If you don't have black, go ahead and use red. Do whatever you gotta do. So with all that in mind, and without further ado, couldn't even tell you. This battery, this is a marine battery. Shall not tell a lie. I put this thing on the charger last weekend to get it charged up. Was using it from some other miscellaneous stuff. I left this thing on the battery charger all week until today, for a whole week. It has some water seeping out of it. It's showing about 12.83 volts. So it's probably overcharged. It might be ruined. We'll see. Now, we definitely, we'll get you back in here so you can see what's going on. So first we're working on, obviously, power. We need to check the oil. We'll do that here in a second. So looking at this here, I think we're going to need to take that apart and just clean it up with the wire brush a little bit. That's pretty dang bad. Doesn't look too bad there. We got our little handy dandy, got all my tools over here. Got our retro 1970s battery cleaner, so we'll clean that out. The posts are pretty good. Oh yeah, looky here. Here's that little wrench that was up in there. That's a nice little Cobalt. Got a 3/8 on it, so you know they weren't working on a any kind of new car. Anyway, got a nice little wrench here. The truck that keeps on giving. Let's see what kind of oil we got. Oh, it's over here. It's the 302 right here. Okay, let's see what we got. You know what? Oh, I also found stuck down in the grill right here was this nice roll of paper towels. So I think it'll be okay to use them for oil. I tell you, that oil looks pretty good, folks. I mean, I don't know how long this engine, I got nothing on this other than it originally came as a 390. His grandpa put oh, that ain't good. Nope, that's where the fuel goes in. Well, let's see what that is. Right there. That may just be where there was an old nest on there or something. Anyway, have no idea how long it's set, but we're fixing to find out if it runs. So let's check her again real quick. You know, they painted the dipstick nice forward blue. All right, we're good on oil. And that oil does not look bad at all. Not that we're going to keep running it after we get this thing running. And okay, what else can we look at here real quick? Fuel filter, that's been on there a while. That may have been on there when the engine was running in another vehicle from the looks of it. With that oil sure looks clean. So all right, back on the stand. We are going to go ahead and get this battery hooked up. get it cleaned up a little bit. Oh, I wanted to clean that up. What is that, a 1/2 inch? What's that? Tell you what, I'm just going to tighten it down. I don't like that wire in there, but let's just tighten it down for now. Okay, all right, it's tight. All right, don't want to get this junk all over my hands, but it doesn't matter. All right, we're going to go ahead. This is the positive. I could have actually done the positive. I'm going to switch that battery around, but we're going to clean up on here a little bit on the inside. Doesn't look super bad. This one, these are old, they need to be replaced. We'll get there. We're just making sure we got good connection. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this battery around. Got some wood in here because this battery is smaller and it works good, so got the special Vice Grip Garage Go handle. All right, this is our positive. I'm gonna guess those are either 1/2 inch or 7/16. And tell you what, let me I'm gonna go grab a hammer. What else do I need? Oh, we'll talk about the carb in a second. I know we don't have anything in here. You know what, we don't need a hammer. We'll just, let me grab, let's see if that's 1/2 inch. That is definitely positive. Oh, I could have put it on right there too, I guess. All right, so that's on. Here is our ground. I don't know what size that is. 1/2 inch as well. We just want it on there tight enough to snug it up. So, all I want to do right now is see if this thing will turn over. We know it's not bound up, haven't pulled any plugs, haven't looked at anything. Let's just see if it's this super easy. So I'll go get my little jump buddy, but I'm just going to see what it does right now with the ignition. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Did you guys hear that? That engine is free. So, tell you what, I've got some fuel out here. I'm gonna go get my remote starter and we'll get it hooked up over here in just a second. I'm just gonna pour some fuel down here and see if this thing pops off. If it does, we'll go ahead and hook up a remote fuel system real quick. Be right back. All right, we're back. I got some 2-cycle fuel mix up here. I got the ignition on. Let's see. Oh, where's my little, oh, I got it over here. Sorry folks, I'm standing on a 6x6. This truck's pretty dang high. I'm not a tall man by any measure, but I'm not a short man by any measure. All right, I think we can just dump it right down the gullet, right? With 2-cycle oil. Okay, that'll do her. I think I can pour it down there and get it to the ports, but let's see what we got. It is parking brakes on. I put some chock blocks under the rear tire, front and back, and we haven't checked to see if we got spark, we got oil, we got no water, so we can't run it a long time. Let's see what it does. Let's see if she fires off. And how do I make it stop? I need to know that. If I want to make it stop, I'm gonna have to go turn the ignition key off. I'm gonna bump it real quick just for safety, then I'll let her crank. Okay. Look at there. It gets over. Wow. Wow, no muffler on it. Tell you what, let me get a fuel system hooked up to this. I got a fuel pump I can throw in it, and we'll also go ahead and brakes. I got a little bit. Clutch feels good. Won't know until we try to get it going. And we'll get some water. I'm just gonna fill it up with water for now. This old shroud it's okay up here, but it's loose at the bottom. Should I check the power steering fluid? I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna have time to look at that today. I've got some brackets here. I've got some brackets in the back we saved from the junk that was in the back. Probably why the steering coupler is all ate up down in here is because somebody was driving it without this hooked up, and it took too much torque. We'll check into all that. So let me get some stuff together. We'll be right back. First start. Alrighty, I gotta put some fuel in it. Got me a little fuel pump hooked up there. It's pushing up to the carb. Got my fuel pump hooked up. I'm gonna take the remote off here in a minute, but I want to make sure. I don't think there's anything in the fuel tank, so we're gonna crank it over with the remote and make sure nothing is coming out of this. There might be some residue where we poured this stuff in. Let's just look at that real quick. See if we can keep a good eye. Let me make sure the ignition's off. I don't want this thing popping over. Okay. Ignition's on. Hope I didn't run the battery down. Headlights aren't working. I don't even know if the tail lights are working. We'll deal with that later. Right now, running and moving. So, let me give it a bump just for safety. All right, let's keep an eye on that, see if anything's coming out of there. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that crap's all coming out of the fuel tank. So, let me get something. I'll tell you what, just for fun, just because we can, let's get our bore scope, because we got one. And let's get in here. Let's just get in here and see what we got. We got enough daylight for this, I think. Let me get that bore scope. Okay. We have this is actually an endoscope, but I don't like calling it an endoscope. That scares me, having had a colonoscopy before. I like to call it a bore scope. So that's what I'm doing. All right. Tell you what, let me see if I can get her down in here and get a view of what's going on. And then we can, I don't know how well this is gonna come on now. Treat me right. There we go. Got her straightened out a little bit. Get in the shadow here. Something is just not looking right. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're looking. I got to get you a shot where you can actually see something, or it's worthless. Right now it's worthless. Oh, there we go. Come on. Oh, there's fluid in there. Oh, I wonder if I had it in the fluid. Nope. But it's close. Let's see. I want that gas tank goes straight across. So I'm going to look straight down. There we go. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at mine. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let y'all see what I'm seeing here. Let me get you up a little closer here. They're really, really not impressed at this point. The sun's very bright out here, so. But anyway, we're going down, and then if I go left, that should be the back of it. That's the bottom of it. And you can see my reflection of my light, which would indicate, tell you what, it doesn't look super bad in there. We're going to take the tank out and flush it anyway. But I can tell you, if this was a smellometer, there's definitely some fuel in there. So I can plug that up for now, which is I think what I'm going to do. or I can just run, well, I can't do that. I could put good fuel in here, which I really don't have enough. I think what I'm going to do is plug that up over here. Let me get you over here. I think what I'm going to do is just plug up that line on the carb. Okay, I'm going to plug that up, and we're gonna run with that for now. Okay, be right back. Okay, I've got this fuel line capped off right here, and who knows, I think I may just put a filter in here and put 5 or 10 gallons in here and just run it through and change the filters. We'll see what it looks like. That may be the best thing. Anyway, I'm gonna throw a little bit more of the 2-cycle in there, and we'll crank this. I'll turn on the fuel pump and we'll crank this bad boy over. That's probably too much, so all right, let's give her a little pump here. Okay, we'll bump it for safety. Let me turn the camera. Ow, that was my knee. We'll pump it for safety, then pump it. We'll hit it for safety, make sure we're good, we're still chalked, emergency brakes on to neutral, and then we'll try to crank it. Okay, here we go. Oh, I need to turn my fuel pump on. Okay, fuel pump is on. It's a pumpulating fuel. Here we go. Okay, got some new fuel going in there. Try it again. Come on, baby. Keep that fuel pumping. Seeing all this good. Oh yeah. Maybe that fuel pump's not strong enough. We'll see. Didn't like that. I think we need to do a little carb rebuilding on this 2100, but I think we're good. I think we can get this thing moving. Give her another whirl, then we'll get some water in it. Boy, didn't like that, does it? Probably need to rebuild this carb. Die. Let me shut off this fuel pump. That is definitely carburation. We haven't checked the timing. We haven't checked anything. But the engine sounds good. It sure sounds like carburation. So we might give it a little Italian tune-up. But let's get some water in this thing. Let me get some water around. All right, let's get some water in this thing. I'm going to try to keep from spilling this water. But you know how that goes. Hey, and this, I tell you what, this is an official Prestone funnel. I couldn't even tell you how many years I've had this thing, but it fits down in there pretty nice. We're gonna get some water in there. That way, if I don't spill it everywhere, then I can see if there's any leaks. Leaks are not good, but it's gonna take quite a bit. I'll have to go get some more water. We're still drinking it. Still drinking it. This thing was, I think, bone dry. Let me make sure I'm not just pouring it on the ground. Nope, I don't see anything profusely leaking. Oh, there, I just spilled it. Doggone. Nothing I love better than a hot engine. You know that from Power Tour. We're getting dang closer. Oh, we don't have an overflow tube, right? Nope. Overflow tube we have, overflow tank we don't have. Oh yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it going in the engine. I don't see anything. It's gurgling in there. I just want to make sure it's not gurgling out a freeze plug. That'd be fun. Let me get some more water real quick. Okay, we're back with some more water. Let's see where we're at here. We're pretty good right there. Let's get her running. I want to keep it running for a while, and I'll get you over here to see it. Okay. It just doesn't like to keep running, does it? I think we need some. Might even be the float, folks. We'll just keep working with it. Couldn't be out of fuel already, am I? No. Nope, got fuel. fuel. Tell you what, I'm gonna get you in here a little closer. We're gonna go ahead and pop the cover on this and see what we got. This is a 2100, looks like, Ford, so gotta have it running, gotta keep it running. See if I can get you guys in any closer here. We're just gonna pop the top on that and let's see what we got. Need a screwdriver. Where's my screwdriver? Doggone, I had it. Ow, that hurt, that didn't hurt. There's no tag on this. Tell you what, I'm gonna go turn the ignition off. And let's pop this thing loose real quick. Doggone, where's the other screws? It is so hard to get up in here. But I'm loving it. Okay. Thought that was it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. What am I missing? That one's loose. That one's loose. That one's loose. I can see that one's loose. It's loose, but there's... What am I missing? All right, let me figure this out, and we will be right back as soon as I can get out. All right, we're back. Hey, yeah, there's 4 screws. I forgot about this, 1/2 inch. That'll help it come right off. So, let me just gently pull this off into the side, because really what I'm doing right now is I'm just checking the float and everything. Let me get you in here. You're gonna have to bear with me because you can see how high this is. I gotta crawl up on everything here, so bear with me. I really don't see, I mean, it's pretty clean in there, folks. Let's see, and I've got fuel in there, and it's not totally horrible. So is it the accelerator pump? So tell you what, I'm gonna get both my hands ready for that. And now there was like 27 accelerator pumps, diaphragms in this vehicle laying around, but I don't know if that's the problem or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this back in to keep us lined up and on us there. Okay. All right. That should be, is that 3/8 or 1/4 inch? Where's that little ratchet? The little ratchet we found. Yeah. Now I know why they had the 3/8 on here. They were checking out this carburetor. Probably couldn't keep it running. Now it doesn't look like it's been busted into a whole lot. Okay, let's do let's get this bottom one off. These things I do not want to lose. I don't have a 2100 carb sitting around. Let me make sure this video's still going. I don't want y'all to miss this. Yep, we're still looking good. All right. We'll see what this diaphragm, I may have to go get a diaphragm for this. I must not have got that one. Thought it did. Hey, I'm happy this thing runs. You know, watch the other videos. I got a good deal on this. I got it, I think it was January. I don't remember now. It was after Christmas, pretty sure. And just hauled it here and set it here because I had other things going on. Okay, that one just doesn't. So I'm guessing this engine was painted because all these levers here and everything are blue. Somebody just rattle canned this because Ford would not have painted that, nor would you have blue on the top of that little bolt right there. So nonetheless, you don't make it run or not. Now I gotta watch this. It's spring loaded a little bit. I don't remember if there's a check ball. I've done so many cars. I'm trying to remember if there's a check valve in here. I'm holding it in with my hand here. I know the spring in there isn't super, you know, it's not like 20 pounds of pressure, more like a pound. But I don't want anything to go flinging. So let's check this out. Tell you what, I'm not seeing. There's the spring. Here's the diaphragm. Tell you what, that thing looks doggone new. Let y'all see this. It doesn't look, it's not hard or anything. And the plug, the orange plug is still there. I'm gonna call that good. We're gonna put this back in. What else could it be? Could it be we have a vacuum leak? I didn't check that. I didn't check for vacuum leaks on it. That I definitely need to check. So I tell you what, look, let's get this back together because this doesn't look bad. This thing looks brand new. I mean, it's not dry or rotted or anything. We got this and this. Where's my cap? There we go. Alright, there we go. Get one screw started here. Hold that together. Tell you what, y'all need to see me. I'll put this all back together, and we'll start looking for vacuum leaks. I got some carb cleaner I guess I could spray around and see if we got any carb leaks. Be back in a few minutes, folks. All right, folks. I went ahead and sprayed some carb cleaner since I had this off, cleaned off in there a little bit. Got this back together. The only possible, you know, hose vacuum leak would be back here, and it doesn't seem to be making a difference. That goes like to the hose here that comes off the air cleaner there, so no big deal there. But tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this thing started. You know, I sprayed some carb cleaner down, and well, at first I vacuumed out, just tried to clean this up a little bit. And the ticking you hear is the fuel pump. I still have it on. So we're gonna go ahead and start this. I'm gonna spray carb cleaner around the base and tell me what you think the engine does, if it bogs down or speeds up. Well, gotta keep it running first. Okay, so there was a little bit when we sprayed up in here, but when I sprayed in the back, you guys can see around here in the back, when I sprayed back in here, This, oh, I wonder if nothing's hooked up to this plenum hose here. This is a plenum that usually you'll see in the 289s and the 383. So either this needs plugged, it's not connected to anything, or it's already plugged off to get back there and check it out, or we'll go ahead and tighten down the carb a little bit. So give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, folks, I want to get you in here. Okay, I want you to understand this about this is pretty much a Ford small block, but I don't know if the 351s have it, but this plenum right here, that's a spacer between the intake and the carb. I haven't touched these bolts, but I happen to have another one of these from when I did the 302. Here is what this is. That's the spacer right there. You'll notice that on the back there's a vacuum line. You can see that right there. So this engine was trying to run with this. I hope you can see that. I put a cap and a hose clamp on that. Tell you what, doggone, I've used like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hose clamps. I got them all out of the truck. So like I said, the truck that keeps giving. It's like the, Jelly of the Month Club. So anyway, so let's crank it up, and I want you to see what I'm seeing, because like I said, I haven't even touched these. Cranking her up. Let me give her a little gas, since we're not fuel injected. Oh, did I turn the ignition off? I think I turned the ignition off. Yeah, that would help. All right. Let's try that again. I went too far down. Tell you what, we're gonna get, where's my 1/2-inch wrench? It's running better, trust me. Let's just check these out. You know what? Those are 7/16. So we got some tools over here. I brought out all the tools just in case. See what I needed. All right, we'll give this a. That's tight. Can't get to that one. That's tight. These carb bolts are tight. Okay. All right. Try her again. Hope I'm not running out of fuel in my little tank. I may need to fuel up there, folks. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay. For you studious people who watch videos and pick them apart, I now have the fuel pump on. That would definitely make a difference. Ow, boy, that thing, right, that's a head dinger right there, guys. Now, it's okay when you're standing flat on the ground when you're on a 6x6. All right, here we go. We don't have a little blow by. I don't know how long this has been sitting. Our exhaust is coming out of the wide pipe somewhere up in here. You can see where it's disconnected. I think I've got enough pipe to do that. Close that up when we need to. But right now, I want to warm it up. Let's see if any of these gauges work, because I don't think that, I know for a fact this oil pressure gauge is not hooked Well, is it hooked up? No. Oh, it is hooked up. Looky there. Tell you what, we're gonna do something here. We're gonna do something because I'm not showing anything on the OEM gauge. Come on, watch this. I'm gonna turn this off. Oh, looky there. Looky there. And I'm gonna start it with the key. Let me give her a little gas. Come on now. Look at there. 60 pounds of oil pressure. Loving it. Loving it. I know the dome light works back here, but I don't think, woo, that smoke's gonna come right up in the cab. I don't think any of these other lights are working. No, none of these tail lights are working. I'll have to dig into all that. I just want it to warm up. It's not warm, it's still cold. It ain't circulated through there. Let's see what our I mean, it's sitting here idling, folks. Our temp is on cold, so let's see if the temp sending unit right down yonder, and it looks to be hooked up to the harness, so we'll see. I'm not digging this hose right here. That's a big old King hose. That ain't gonna work, but it works for now. This in the back, so when we test drive, you can see I got some other bracketology over there that we saved. It was in this mess back here. Here's another bracket, another bracket, another bracket. So we're just gonna have to figure out how all this fits together. So this truck was tagged back last in 2018. But the young man said he had it tagged, and I don't know when his grandfather passed, so I don't know when this was tagged last, but nonetheless it's running. I'm just trying to let it warm up. Uh-oh, no, it's still cold. Looks like that water level came up a little bit. Some folks said, oh, you need to put another 390 in there. Oh, we left the gas cap up. I'm okay with the 302 because all I need is the horsepower and the torque. We'll see. We'll see how everything goes. Water temp is still down on cold. I don't know if it's working or not. I'm gonna have to get some fuel in. Here. Do that real quick. Let me put this set here. Tell you what, let me get this thing warmed up. You know the blow by? I need to run, need to do a little Italian tune-up. I need to run some seafoam through that car. And since I'm rambling, we can't drive this thing anyway because the steering coupler is broke. I think I could find a doorman here locally just to get us by. But I'm gonna let this warm up, get that circulating, then to close out the video, maybe close it out. Excuse me. We're gonna see if this thing will move forward and back and see if we got any brakes. So be back shortly. All right, folks. Here's one thing you don't want to do. Leave the cap off and go in and rev up the engine and let it cycle, because then you're going to get water blowing all over the place. That's what happens. Excuse me. All right. We got no temperature, but I got my handy dandy gun here. Right down here on the intake, I mean, we're 135. It's been running for a while. We're not even getting close to getting hot. The intake, 399, 380. Let me get back there. You know, up around 300. Nothing looks really crazy there. That one's a little hot. That one's a little warmer. That one. Anyway, so overall, sitting here idling. Let's give her a little juice. Get my block over here. We'll take it. Now, are we leaking? There's a little drip under there. And I think it's just the water that I let fuel. That's what's burning off and everything. So, all right. Tell you what, I'm gonna turn this bad boy off. I'm gonna set up the camera over here in the grass, and let's get this to move. I hope I'm not running out of fuel. All right, let's give it a whirl. Hey, keep in mind I can't steer this because the coupler is 100% broke. So I'm going to just see if I can back it up and see if I got brakes and come forward again. I got the chalk blocks out. Gotta turn the fuel pump on. Oh. There we go. I need to watch Alrighty, we have a running, at least moving with a little bit of brake vehicle. You know what I want to do? We have not looked to see if the alternator is charging. That battery seems like it's getting a little weak. So we're gonna do that real quick. I gotta remember how to open this bad boy. All right, I'm gonna start it and get my meter on this. Let's see what the battery's setting at right now. It is setting, let's see, positive. No, that's negative. Negative and positive. I need a good connection there. Yeah, it's still setting at like 12.73. Let me get out of gear. We'll start it. So on a standard vehicle, when I put the jumper on it, let me get this back on real quick. I do like to give it a little bump when I'm not standing, number one in front of it, number two between two vehicles. It'd be bad enough that it hit my Newport, but now all of a sudden it's not working. I can hear it wanting to work. Let me try this. All right, let me figure this out and we'll be right back. Hey folks, the battery's dead. I went ahead and junked it. Running smooth. .5. Alternator's working. Obviously this battery's just a piece of doo-doo. So let me turn this off. I guess I can turn it off right here. I think we're out of gas, folks. Take one more look at this this battery. We are at 12.94. We were up well above 13.5. So looks like the alternator's working. That's good news. So what are we gonna do now? You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to go get more parts because yeah, I need to get that steering coupler so I can maybe get that done tonight. And here comes my honey. So either I'll see you guys later on tonight or I'll see you in tomorrow after work. It'll be many hours for me and a couple minutes for you, a couple seconds. Hey folks, it's the next day. So gotta order the parts. Ooh, penny for your thoughts. Anyway, it's the next evening. Still beautiful out here, but we're gonna have to order, like that steering coupler, gotta order it. I tried getting like a Dorman universal replacement, just not gonna work. So we're gonna go ahead and end this video here, but I feel like I owe you a better video of what's in this fuel tank. I went back and looked at the video from yesterday when I tried to put the borescope into the tube here, and it's just not good video. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pop out where the sending unit is here. We'll pull that out, and I can already tell you it's a mess. This is how it's held on. A wire or something that don't even go on there. And here's your wire. So we'll go ahead and unhook the ground. And well, I guess I'll find that later. So we're going to go ahead and pop this out. Whew. And I'll get you over here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 screws here. I'm videoing there, son.
My bad.
But go ahead, say hi. Happy birthday, Gabriel. The camera's right there, say hi. Show them your hair. Then I'm going to cut in your sleep.
No, you're not.
Okay, wait a second. Stand by. Stand by. I'll tell you what. Here, let me get the... Let's go mess with Gabriel. Today is Gabriel's birthday. He is 18 years old today. So that means if I take you out back and thrash you, it's no longer child abuse, it's just domestic battery, right? Of course, then you say if you think you can, big guy, right?
I was gonna say old man.
So what's up, Gabriel? This is Gabriel's new toy. I think I showed you. Drug yet another car home, and what an awesome hood rod you got there. What do you call that? 4x4?
I think.
All right, what's going on?
It's too short.
It's too short, so you're gonna have to go get another one, or go find one. Go find one in the parts bin. So what is it you're doing here, Gabriel?
Putting the header back.
Wait, what's a header?
The exhaust.
What you
manifold.
doing? What's a header? I remember when you were like 4. What you doing? What you doing, Gabriel?
Putting the header back.
Putting a head. What's a header?
Your exhaust manifold.
Oh, what's an exhaust manifold do?
It takes the exhaust gases and puts it out the exhaust.
I have gas. Do I have an exhaust manifold?
No.
No? All right, folks. Hey, happy birthday to Gabriel. We'll get him in on some more videos. He's busy graduating from high school and what is it, NTI, Northwest Technical Institute?
Yeah.
Okay, doing auto mechanics. So I'll be back in a few minutes, folks. We'll finish this up. Okay, we're done messing with Gabriel, but hey, don't misunderstand any of that. I love that boy, near and dear to my heart. Oh, there we go. So I went and took the bolts out. This, if I'm thinking right, is the sending unit, and it is, and we can actually own that. Ooh, what is that thingy on there? What is this? I don't get that. I don't know what that is. Is this thing supposed to go in there like that? I don't know. Let's just set that down here. We'll have to own that. We're not going to do that. We're just looking down in here, and it is putrid. Let's see. I got my purple girly flashlight here. Let's just take a look with the flashlight. See what we see. You know what, folks? It's up to about right there. We're gonna have to drain this fuel out, but I don't know how well you can see. It's not bad looking down in there at all. Hopefully you can see where it's kind of lighting it up in there. It don't look bad. Tell you what, let's shove the endoscope. Let's take this borescope. Love using this thing. It's one of my favorite toys. I think when I checked back the video, all you saw in here was my face. So we're gonna try to get you a little better view here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. There we go. Looking right there. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm going in. There you go. Okay, so you can see it doesn't look too terribly bad. I've done worse. I'm trying to see if what we can see in here. Okay, that's back towards the filler tube. And then where you can see my reflection, let's get that back in there. Where you can see my reflection down there, that's the fuel. And then, come on, there you go. That's what the surface looks like. It doesn't look too bad. And we're definitely not going to be cleaning that out. So we'll just use a series of, ooh, will it see my face? Oh, wow, looky there, folks. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Anyway, it is what it is. Let me turn this off. And I am definitely going to hook this back up. So we're going to go ahead and end this video so I can get you your will it run, will it start video out. Ooh, you know what? I'm not ADD. I don't think I am, but look at them. Look at them pretty daffodils. That would be, what is today? March 11th, because it's Gabriel's birthday. We got daffodils out here. So thank you all for watching. I don't know what I need to do to get people to subscribe. So tell me what I can do different to get you to subscribe. And it's a blessing to me. It's absolutely free to you. And struggling a little bit with that, but just give me some feedback. Let me know what I need to do. I'm trying to get better at filming, trying to get better content. Obviously y'all want to see the will it run videos, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on. But I need to get this truck running so I can pull the trailer, and we've also got to get the Newport ready for Hot Rod Power Tour, because we don't need the struggle like we had last year in it. So thank you all very much. Thank you for watching, and be blessed.